The Bug is one of the working names of British musician and music producer Kevin Martin, and he seems to compartmentalise his work in different styles and in different collaborations with different names, which include God or God, all in capitals, Techno Animal, Ice, which is not a great word around at the moment, Curse of the Golden Vampire, Pressure, Black Chow, King Midas Sound, Zonal, and of course The Bug. There may be more that I haven't picked up on. He released his first album as The Bug in 1997 and his ninth and most recent in 2024. Hi, my name's Dan. This is a review of the album London Zoo by The Bug, which was released in 2008 and was the third album released under the name of The Bug. My first time listening to The Bug at all, so I had no idea what to expect as I came into this. So apparently this may be dubstep. I would not know. I would not know dubstep if it hit me in the back of the knees. Other things have said ragga, maybe dance hall. Again, I'm not sure what dance hall is. I know it's descended. It's kind of a dancey version extended from somewhere with reggae in its ancestry. Maybe you could call this industrial dub, or I have also seen industrial hip hop against this. What do I know? This is definitely an area where I'm completely feel like I am no sort of authority in terms of genre holding this. So I'm going to leave it at that and just try and do some description. So we've got, well, musical backing. I'll come back to that. And singing and rapping over the top of that. The music is strongly rhythmic with often quite full and complex drum patterns and with quite simple tonal elements. So that's things that have got notes, often very repetitive, and not all tracks have even that. Some of them are just percussion, effectively. I can hear a connection to the thought of dub, which is a very emptied out version of reggae, but is much more strident and urgent than I think of as being dub. Again, the dub connection to reggae. Reggae, I always find a very relaxing kind of music. This is the opposite end of that relaxing, urgent spectrum. It's pretty urgent. On top of this, picking, which is so predominantly cursive, and so loops and fairly complex ones at times. There's singing and rapping by a variety of people, and rarely using the same person or people more than once. There was one name I knew on here, which was the first track is Tipper Irie. The other names I didn't know. Also, I would say that that track is my favourite track on the album, the first track. The singing and speaking, so sometimes it's rapping, sometimes it's speaking, sometimes it's singing. It's predominantly in a Jamaican or Jamaican English patois and dialect. So it's quite hard to pick out at times what's being said. It does give it a kind of Lyndon Kwesi Johnson coolth, which, instead of warmth, coolness, and feel at times this kind of it's got a kind of a gravitas. That's the word I'm looking for it. On my first listen, so I do two listens of an album, and what I normally do is I listen and then I do a read and then I do a listen. So I get a listen without context, whatever context I happen to know is there, of course, and then having read up on it, I get a more contextual listen. And on my first listen, I thought this was a remixes album, I have to say, and that's because there's different people singing, talking, rapping on the different tracks, but kind of a similar style. So it feels like remixes to me as well. So what did I think about it? Did I enjoy it? What's it like to listen to? So I would say, for whatever reasons, I don't know what they are, I'm generally positively inclined towards Jamaican style music genres, reggae, ska, rocksteady, etc. And I enjoyed that aspect of it, the kind of Jamaican flavour of the speech. Musically, I'd say I would like most of these tracks in isolation, but 12 tracks worth of this was a bit much for me. But it's not the easiest listening due to this kind of constant breakdown and urgency and feel to it. So I felt like, well, it's like a 45-minute album or something. Too much. By about track 4 on both listens, I was getting a bit, this is maybe a bit too much of this. So I was not a huge fan overall, I have to say. And to some extent, I'm afraid to say as well. I wish I'd liked it more than I had. So that's what I think. As always, I'd love to know what you think of the album. So please will you share with me and with anybody else who happens to read them by leaving me a comment about this album. But that's it from me for now.
This one dedicated to all bad man. Whether you're from Manchester or London, whether you're from North London or Bristol, put up on the hand, phenomenon too. Cyflows and I kill 'em on a road show. So what brothers on me road deep pro. You don't wanna brush, we all step on we show. You know I say I true. Phenomenon 3, put in the ganja and take out the seed. We all are intelligent people on the roadside, we are smoke weed.